Hi, hello, Roundtable fans. This is your host, Stephen Pluto, and I'll be talking about the Netflix series Cowboy Bebop. This one has caused a lot of controversy over the last couple of days now, since it's been canceled after 20 days of its release and didn't live up to expectations. And the series, I'll start off with the basics. There's John Cho as Spike Spiegel, the central character. Mustafa Shakir, if I'm saying his name right, please forgive me if I'm not, as Jet Black, and Daniela Pineda as Faye Valentine. Cowboy Bebop is basically a story of bounty hunters set in the future who live on the ship the Bebop, and they capture villains, saving the world from the biggest bad guys for a price. This has been there's a big fan base. It's kind of like the version of Lord of the Rings or Star Wars, where there is a strong, very vocal fan base. And when this came out, I noticed there was a lot of negativity on this series, and I think it was going to be dead on the get go from the beginning. People were saying that John Cho is too old to play the character. I didn't think so. I think it was just, look, it's anime. The original thing was anime, and it was considered one of the best ever made. So there's going to be, and especially with a big fan base and a very passionate fan base, there's going to be a lot of talk. But the thing is, you got to understand, now it's a live action TV series with people. It's not going to be the exact same way as the anime. And I think fans sometimes I understand you're passionate about it, and I love that. If you're passionate about it, great. But they're bad mouthing the actors in here. They're really going a little harsh on it. And I understand you love this and it means a lot to you. But you have to understand, this is someone else's creation, and now they've made it into a different format. It cannot be exactly the same as you want. I wasn't expecting it. I haven't watched it all yet, because I'm still kind of taken aback as it got canceled. So I'm scared to invest in it. So I saw about 3 episodes. I like what I saw. Is it the best show of all time? No. Am I entertained? Yeah. For that, 57 minutes, I am out of this COVID environment. And you know what? Maybe that's all I need. I understand the fan base. There's nothing wrong with being passionate about a series, a movie, whatever it is. That's great. But these comments really can hurt the actors' feelings. Can get a series canceled like this. Look, there's a lot of backlash also, with Star Trek Discovery. It's struggling because of this. We got to support these things, or they all get, like I said, I mentioned this before in other reviews. Star Trek almost was canceled after Enterprise, and then like the last film with Patrick Stewart that underperformed. We didn't have Star Trek for a long time, and everybody was complaining. Now that we got it, we're complaining. I think you need to support it. You don't have to say you love it and you're willing to die for it. But if you want this stuff to continue, if you want studios to take a gamble on your anime stuff and bring it to live, it's one season. They're learning to get the kinks out. Sometimes it takes 2 seasons to get things. Look at Star Trek: The Next Generation. The first 2 seasons were questionable. It's only when there was the Borg came in, and we thought Jean-Luc Picard had become a Borg, and then it started clicking and everything started falling. But it was hard to watch the beginning, of course. Even I struggled with it, and I love Star Trek. But getting back to Bebop, it's anime. It's not going to be the same anymore with live people. You can't do it that way. There had to be changes. I thought a lot of it was faithful to it. I'm hearing the ending really does something. I'm not mentioning, I don't want to spoil it, but something about Spiegel's girlfriend or wife that he thinks is dead, kind of thing. Give it a chance. I don't know. 20 days. You know what? One season. They're taking something that's anime and making it real as it can be, because it's on TV, right? There's nothing hurtful for me than when a fan base goes really mean on the stuff that we love. How fast we switch and go from love to hate in it. You know, if we want these shows to continue, I mean, Netflix was taking a gamble on it, and they did their best. You know, granted, I'm not saying this is the greatest show on earth, and you know what? Yes, it's had its flaws. There's some stuff you kind of, but overall, it's entertaining. It's entertaining, and that's it. That's all I want. I know I'm not going to be on the spaceship, the Bebop, and be capturing bad guys. You know, it's my escape, and I think it's yours. I think, and give the characters the chance to be flushed out. In TV, they need always a background, a motivational thing. Like, why is he, hiding his emotions? That had to be brought out. Maybe it wasn't brought out as much in the anime. It has to be brought on TV. That's how it works. It's a different format. So, you know what? Again, I appreciate the fans' enthusiasm about this, but that you're gonna rip it apart before this thing has a chance to find its legs. If we would have done that to Star Trek: The Next Generation, there would be no Star Treks. There wouldn't be Discovery. There wouldn't be Deep Space Nine. Look at the Star Wars Episode 1, 2, 3. How harsh we were on those ones. How many years did we have to wait to get these? Okay, granted, they're maybe not even better, but we may not have gotten The Mandalorian or Boba Fett. Maybe we could have gotten it sooner if we weren't as harsh. So I'm telling you, as a fan of anime, as a fan of sci-fi, of whatever, of film in general, sometimes you don't, as the Stones best said it, sometimes you don't get what you want, but you get what you need. They gave us Bebop as a live action movie. I think a lot of us wanted to see that, and now we just tore it to shreds, and now it's done. Who knows? We're going to wait, 20 years for another one? Let them find their legs. Let them find the flow to the story. Give them a chance. There was already so much pressure on this thing to work. Do you not think these guys realize the history of this thing, the gravity of the situation, how they had to prove that it's the actors themselves? It's like a guy who steps in as Superman or Batman or the next captain of the Enterprise. There is weight to these characters. They know this. I don't think anybody took it lightly. I saw this. These guys were in these characters. And I give them kudos for it. They did their best. Again, you can, vocalize the points you can improve upon. Get it. But the more we do this, the more we lose what we like. So look, like I said, we lost Star Trek for a long time. We lost Star Wars for a long time. We gotta be a little bit flexible on these things and realize that if you're gonna take an anime, it's not gonna be the exact same thing in real with real life people. That's like Bugs Bunny being real. It's not gonna be the same. Why do you think they don't want to do one? It hasn't been a Barbie thing yet. I mean, this is a scary thing. So, not that I'm any better. I have vocalized my disappointment in the Star Wars. I'm not saying I am without flaw. But I did say over time, I did learn to appreciate Episode 1 and 3. It took me time. But I didn't yell at everybody and said, this is garbage. I just said, hey, it's not what I expected. Not, I got to wrap my head around. But if we all go against it, we're just going to end everything that we like. So hope the next franchise, whatever next thing they do, let it find its legs. We did it for Star Trek: The Next Generation, and we got 7 seasons out of it because we were tolerant and we allowed it to breathe. Now we lost Bebop. This could have been something, but maybe the second season would have been amazing. Who knows? Now we're never going to know. So, love the passion, dislike when we destroy it. Write what you think could be better for it, no problem. I would just say, I didn't like this, I didn't like that, whatever. But to tear it to shreds, before it has a chance, it's like a relationship. You gotta give it. You gotta give it your best. You gotta give it your 100%, or don't bother going in. If you're going in already gung ho to tear this thing down, you're not going in there with open eyes and open heart, if you want to say, So give it a chance. For the next thing, sit back and just take it as entertainment sometimes. That's what it is. I don't want to get preachy anymore. It's not what I'm really about, but it just really hurt me that we didn't give it a chance. I was looking forward to a little bit more. And I think these actors gave it, especially the guy who was playing Jet Black. I think he nailed it. I think he nailed it really good. Cho was good. I don't have an issue with him. I don't see everybody saying he had to be younger. Says who? Again, love the passion. Maybe a little bit more positive spin on that. Go in. Because you know what? I know it's your anime that you love, but you didn't create it. It's not yours per se. It's the creators, the original writers. That's their baby. You have a right to love it, but it's not your baby. Think of it that way. This is Steven, hoping that we get better at this so we get more of these far out TV shows that we can enjoy. Like I said, we did it for the next generation. We gave it time, and then it kicked ass, and we love it. Who knows what would have Cowboy Bebop would have been if we had it time to breathe. So again, I'm going to end up preaching. Sorry about that. This is Steven from the Round Table, wishing you continued passion in what you love. Live the dream. Subscribe, hit that like button. Tell me what you think about Bebop. Did you like it? What did you like? Don't need to be cruel about it, but just tell me what you didn't like and what you did like. I thought it was good. Decent, at least. Okay? So